Hey loves, so this is going to be another beauty on a budget makeup tutorial. So the first thing that I did apply to my eyelids is not like really expensive, but it is the Makeup Beauty eyeshadow primer, which I absolutely love. I highly suggest it. If you're going to pay for anything expensive, then make sure it's that. The next item that I just put on my eye was a Sedona Little Miss Grace eyeshadow palette, which is vibrant colors. I like the brown in it because it's a great transition color, though I like to use my L'Oreal too. Now I'm going to be using the LA Colors 12 eyeshadow palette, which was $1.99 on iKate House, and I'll post the information below. I'm going to take that matte color medium brown and sweep it in the crease of my eyelids just to give myself a more of a transition color. I love this eyeshadow palette. It was $1.99 and it's worth way more than that. The color does pay off really well. Now to the LA Girls Brick Beauty Bar, which is a 12 eyeshadow color, which reminds me of the Naked Palette 3. I'm going to take that shimmery kind of blackish purple, I'm not really sure of the color, and I'm going to sweep that into the crease of my eyelids, as well as apply some more of my eyeshadow primer because, well, I guess I dusted a lot of eyeshadow on it. But I'm going to go back into that palette and use like this very kind of pinkish shimmer color, which I think is a very pretty color. I like this palette a lot because, for one, it was $5.99 on iKateHouse.com, and it's really inexpensive. You can get like loads of different looks with this palette. Now, just to give my eye a great transition, I did use my pressed powder, and I'm going to now use that black in the LA Colors eyeshadow palette. There are different eye colors or different colors to this palette actually, and they're like vibrant colors, very neonish colors, but for $1.99 you cannot beat that. So with that sparkly black, I'm going to just put that into the crease of my eyes and make like an outer V with it. And this brush that I'm using is actually my Sedona lace brush, which I love. I highly recommend any of their makeup brushes. They are like the best in the world. I've had them for like quite some years and I have never ever been disappointed by them. They're really inexpensive and they are great dupes to any high-end brush. Now I'm just going to take some more of that L'Oreal pressed powder that I use in the color Cocoa and streamline that across my eyes, and as well for brow highlight I'm going to take like that MAC eggshell off-white color in my Brick Beauty Bar, which is by LA Girls eyeshadow palette, and just sweep that and kind of blend it into my eyelids. I don't want any harsh lines, so you want to make sure that you blend it in. So the look is coming along well. It probably really doesn't look like it on camera, but it really is coming along well. Now I'm just gonna take one of my Milani eyeliners, and this is in the color navy. I'm just going to sweep that over my lid right there and kind of give myself a winged eye look. Now, first of all, this eyeliner is not that dark. It's not as pigmented as I would like it to be. So sometimes what I do is I'll put my LA Colors liquid eyeliner over top of it just to make it appear a darker color. Now, one of my favorite products, which I highly suggest, is the Benefits Pore Professional facial cream. This just helps minimize your pores, and it's also a great primer for your foundation. I'm just going to go back in and touch my eyelids just up a little bit because I did notice it needed a little touch up. Now, this is the LA Girls Pro BB Cream, and I'm in the color medium deep. I could use medium as well, but this is really inexpensive. I think this was $4.99 on iKate House. Now I'm one who loves to mix their foundation up, so I do use Mary Kay foundation, and I'm going to go ahead and mix that up and just apply it with my Sedona lace flat buffer brush, which I love. I have two of these. This is a great brush set. You can buy a brush set, you can buy them individual. I would just buy the entire brush set because, for real ladies, they are some really great brushes indeed. Now, to just blend my makeup or my foundation in and to give it a seamless look, I'm going to use my Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm just going to dab that on, and I'm then going to go ahead and use the LA Girls Pro Concealer in the yellow corrector. This is like the first time for me using this, and I really wanted to see what it was about because I do like some of their concealers. This was, I think, $2.49 at iKateHouse.com. You do get free shipping once you spend over $39, but ladies, trust me, you would probably spend over $39 and still get free shipping. They have loads of great cosmetics there on the really cheap price, and it's brands like drugstore brands and things of that nature, which are really great. great. I did go ahead and apply that yellow concealer to my eyelid area, and I just blended it in with my Beauty Blender sponge. And I'm also using my Mary Kay Matte Wear Time Wise foundation in the color Beige 4. I do use this as a contour because it's lighter than my skin, plus it's full coverage, as also it stays on throughout the entire day. It does not seep into my skin, it doesn't sweat off, it doesn't crease. I love it. Old fashioned is what I am, and I love Fashion Fair foundation stick. This is one of my favorite foundations to use as a contour because of the color. It's like a nice pretty chocolatey brown, plus the consistency is just what I like when contouring. Using like a creamy foundation is really great for contouring because it makes it a lot more easier to spread onto your face, or rather to beat your face with and to blend into your skin. You always want to make sure to use kind of like a concealer underneath that contour just to brighten and highlight your cheekbones. That makes your cheekbones stand up and makes them more noticeable. But I do love the Beauty Blender sponge for all type of things. I do like to use it as my contour and my highlight as well. Now, just to set my makeup, I did use some of my Ben Nye banana powder, which I'm still trying to get the Sasha Cosmetics one, which is Buttercup. So I guess I'll just go ahead and order that. One of my favorite drugstore mascaras, I think it was Maybelline that I used. I like the wand of this brush because it's very big and it gets an even coat to mostly all your eyelashes. And I do like to use it on my bottom lashes, as well as one of my favorite mascara lashes is the Benefit, which I did use and switch out just now. I love that one for the bottom and lower lashes. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose just a little bit, and this is a different Sedona brush, but it is kind of the same, but I like to use that as my contouring brush for my nose area. And then one of my great favorite tools is the Eco Tools Kabuki brush, which you can pick up at your local beauty supply store or drugstore. And I did use the Nika K Pressed Facial Powder, which was $4.99 at Arcade House. Along with that, I'm going to be using some of Fergie's line from the Wet n Wild line. And I did use the bronzer to just bring out my cheeks, and the highlighter just to set off the temples, or just basically the sockets of my eye, my nose bridge, as well as my forehead area. This blush that I'm using here was actually only $1, and it was from Shop Miss A. It's a really great blush. It's kind of like a peachy coral color, and it's by Santa Fe. As well as the matte lipstick is by NYX, and this is Buttercream, and you can get that from Arcade House as well, where they have loads of LA girls. So time to put on my hair, and yes, you ladies, it is the purple and gray, silver gray Grape hairstyle, which I constructed and created myself using BHF extensions and their pre-dyed hair. So in that case, all the information will be for you guys below. I hope to see you in my next video, and stay diva and divalicious. Bye.